As we continue on with KFFB's open mic program, and we do have Attorney General Leslie Rutledge with us right now. And Attorney General, thank you so much for taking time and talking with us.
Well, happy to, as always.
You know, one thing we got to talk about, something that bothers me is when people try to price gouge. Time there is a national or a state emergency, and that's something we really have got to pay attention to.
That's right. It's very concerning when we see people being taken advantage of during these emergency situations. And it's important for Arkansans to understand that when the governor declared a state of emergency last week, that the price gouging laws went into effect. And so what does that mean for all of us? That means that retailers, businesses, and even individuals cannot sell products like your hand sanitizers, toilet paper, even groceries at 10% more than what they were charging before the emergency. So if you see a case of water that normally has been about $4 and now you've got maybe a small grocery store trying to charge $12 a case, that's not going to fly. That's price gouging. Let us know, because again, this only applies during a state of emergency, which we're in right now. Same thing with people trying to use Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or another online platform trying to make a quick buck and take advantage of folks.
And also we need to address some of the hoarding going on, because, you know, we need to realize there's many seniors in Arkansas. We're probably one of the oldest populated states of older senior citizens, and they don't have the means to hoard food or hoard toilet paper or even eggs and milk. And one thing, it's kind of funny when you look at it, we both grew up on farms, and someone says, why can't they produce more milk? I was at the grocery store and I looked at him. I says, well, when I milked a cow, I'd have to tell her, hey, you can't do just 10 gallons today. You're going to have to do 20. It's just not the way it works with eggs and milk.
That's right. But we have been very fortunate. People that, like you and I, who didn't grow up on a farm, may not understand the production of our food and food supply. And quite honestly, our grocers have assured us that we are accustomed to, restocking, and they have the request in to restock. But when you are restocking at 130% versus 100%, it's a challenge for them to have that sort of supply in. And yes, I caution Arkansans, we understand the desire and need to stock up for your family, but remember to stock up what you might need for a couple of weeks, not for a couple of years. And I think that's the perspective that, if you are, as we're staying in and we are cooking more, exercise, that good, hand washing, make sure, when you get back from the grocery store, every time I've been to the grocery store, I make sure I throw those bags away. I wash my hands down. I clean off the countertop after I've unloaded the groceries, because this virus can live on these spaces for a few hours up to a day. So it just depends on the material. So be mindful of that as you are grocery shopping. And certainly be mindful of our seniors who don't need to be out and buying those groceries. And many of them are on fixed incomes because they're retirees. Be mindful that we have things in place to deliver food to them. But folks, we need every hand helping in this, and Arkansans looking out for each other.
And that's true. And one thing we can look at is, helping those caregivers, give them a break. Those that are watching children, help them as well. And the seniors, if they need to stay home, really. Most seniors need to, because they're the demographic that's the most acceptable to this virus. And we can help them by picking up some groceries for them as well.
That's right. I've got my parents in their late 70s. My mother-in-law, who's 88, she actually lives with us. And so I've got a 19, 20-month-old here at the house, as well as a 88-year-old. And so, we're extremely careful. And it's important that all families are careful, but also remember that you can always cook at home. There's great meal options, and they're relatively inexpensive, but not everyone, our seniors and folks who are shut in are not going to be able to get those options. So think about them. Do what you can to help out.
Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, thank you so much for taking time and talking with us and keeping us abreast of what's going on in Arkansas. And remember, those that's going to raise prices, you're going after them.
That's right. So if there's any price gouging that you see, whether it's online or in person, I want folks to contact my office via phone at 800-482-8982. That's 800-482-8982. Or you can visit us at arkansasag.gov, arkansasag.gov. We do have a price gouging webinar from 10:30 to 11 if you want to learn more, or again, just visit arkansasag.gov or any of the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, Instagram. We're on all of them, and we want to hear from you so that way we can shut down bad actors.
Thank you, Leslie.
All right. Thank you.